Russ Point. On this demo, we're going to show you how to use the customized responses. So these are the responses that are returned from the API request. So by default, if I come in and take a look at my API, and I come in and I do, let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at favorite stock, and I'm going to do an execute. We'll see that our favorite stock is Tesla, and you'll see exchange, country, name, quantity. You'll see that's our favorite stock. It has all the properties. So by default, anytime there's a get of the resource, all of the properties are shown. And if we take a look at this, you'll see there's all the properties. But let's say, for example, I have one path here called get favorite stock, and I really only want to say the name and the ticker. So this allows us, now we can use customized responses. So on the favorite stock, I'm going to click. So now on the get, after we have found the stock that we need to get out of the database, favorite stock, I'm going to change it to just be the name and the ticker. So by default, if I said $object here, object is always the request object. So on this, or in this case, it's going to be the response object. When we do the get favorite object, the one that we're specifying is put into the object, system generated object. So I'm going to do a test here. Let's do an update. Whoops. Let's try this again, $object. And I'm going to update it and then do a test. And you'll see this is what goes by default. So let's change this, and now I'm just going to say we're going to return the name, and that is object dot name, and then I'm going to return also the ticker. Object dot ticker. So let's do an update. Now when we do a test, oops, I spelled that wrong, did I? And let's update it and then run a test. You see now we see Tesla and ticker. Great. So now let's come back to our paths, and I'm going to try the API again. Now when I click favorite stock, you'll see now we just get name and Tesla. So if I want to deploy this, and I'm going to save my beta 7, and I'm going to say changed output response for favorite stock. So I'm going to deploy that now under beta 7. This will deploy it to, again, its own complete different API. And I'm going to grab these. Let's take that Swagger UI client, and I'm going to paste this in. So now when I click on favorite stock, you'll see this is now deployed on the web. And I'm going to say try it out, execute. And you'll see there, name and Tesla now appears. And if you want to try this, you can do this straight from your command line. There's the curl statement. And that concludes this demo of how we showed you can customize the responses. Sometimes folks might want to have an envelope of response. Whatever works, you can customize the response. And that concludes this demo. Thank you.